Today, we came across the news report that Khalistani terrorist Sukhdool Singh, alias Sukha Duneke, was killed in Canada in inter-gang violence. Duneke was part of the Khalistan movement in Canada. He was a Category A gangster from Punjab's Moga who fled to Canada on a fake passport in 2017. He was a close associate of terrorist Arshdeep Dalla and is one of 43 gangsters with links to Khalistan and Canada mentioned in the list released by the anti-terror agency NIA on Wednesday. Duneke's killing comes in the backdrop of a huge diplomatic row between India and Canada after Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau told the House of Commons earlier this week that his government had credible allegations that linked Indian government agents to the killing of Khalistani terrorist Arshdeep Singh Nijjar on Canadian soil in June. The National Investigation Agency on September 21st issued details of 43 most wanted criminals, many of them associated with terror gangster networks having links to Canada or the Khalistan movement. Now it seems Canada is slowly becoming a haven for terrorists, and the big question is why Canada is providing shelter to these terrorists and sort of speaking up for them. At least 9 separatist organizations supporting terror groups have their bases in Canada. Despite multiple deportation requests, Canada has taken no action against those involved in heinous crimes, including the killing of popular Punjabi singer Sidhu Moosewala, officials in New Delhi said. Pro-Khalistani outfits such as the World Sikh Organization, Khalistan Tiger Force, Sikhs for Justice, and Babar Khalsa International, working at the behest of Pakistan, have been allegedly operating freely from the Canadian soil. Allegations leveled against India by the Canadian authorities and politicians in relation to the murder of Arshdeep Singh Nijjar, a Khalistani terrorist and Canadian citizen, are incorrect and based on unsubstantiated assumptions, they added. The issue of deportations of wanted terrorists and gangsters have been raised by Indian authorities at multiple diplomatic and security talks, but the Canadian authorities remained non-committal and brazen in support of these terror elements, the officials said. Multiple dossiers have been handed over to Canadian side, but India's deportation requests have gone unaddressed. At least 9 separatist organizations supporting terror groups have found their bases in Canada. 8 individuals involved in terror activities and as many gangsters who have been conspiring with Pakistan's spy agency ISI have found a safe haven in Canada. Deportation requests for these people, including Gurwant Singh, who was involved in terrorist activities in early 1990s, have been pending with the Canadian authorities for years now. An Interpol Red Corner notice is also pending against him. The official said Indian authorities had requested for deportation of Gurpreet Singh, who is also involved in terror case. His Canadian address was provided, but no action was taken. They said the request for deportation of dreaded gangsters, including Arshdeep Singh, alias Dalla, wanted in 16 criminal cases, Satinderjit Singh Brar, alias Goldie Brar, who took responsibility for killing a famous Punjabi singer Sidhu Moosewala, had been submitted with evidence against them, but no action was taken by the Canadian government. The separatist organizations were openly issuing assassination threats, fueling separatist agenda and carrying out targeted killings in India. The officials pointed out that high-profile assassination of popular singer Sidhu Moosewala by the Canada-based gangster with affiliations to pro-Khalistan elements is a classic example of this. Other Canada-based wanted terrorists are Gurwant Singh Bhatt of the Dashmesh Regiment of Khalistan, Bhagat Singh Brar, who is the son of Pakistan-based terrorist Lakhbir Singh Rodh, Moninder Singh Bual, and Satinder Pal Singh Gill. Canada's current diplomatic standoff with India appears to be motivated by failures on the domestic political front and declining popularity of the present government. Expulsion of an Indian diplomat seems to be aimed at getting support of the Sikh population, especially those harboring pro-Khalistan sentiments. The officials also pointed out that support for extremist elements and gangsters in Canada are deeply linked to the vote bank in various Sikh-dominated constituencies in Canada. They pointed out to the role of Jagmeet Singh Dhaliwal, an MP from Burnaby South, who belongs to the New Democratic Party of Canada, which has been a vocal supporter of the Khalistan referendum that seeks a balkanization of India and fuels separatist sentiments amongst Canadian Sikhs. Dhaliwal was earlier placed on the blacklist for his anti-India activities. The official said that the Canadian authorities have failed to bring out any direct association of Indian authorities with Nijjar's murder and pointed out another murder of Canadian citizen Riputaman Malik, who faced the wrath of Nijjar and Sikh for justice for printing of Sri Guru Granth Sahib by Satnam Religious Prachar Society. A few days later, he was killed by unidentified gunmen. The official said that Nijjar's killing was a handiwork of internal rivalry between various groups. By the way, Canada's allegations against India did not spark uproar among democratic allies. Why? This may be because Canada is turning out to be a safe hideout for terrorists and separatists. Another important thing pointed out by a Reuters report is that India is being quoted by the United States and others as a counterweight to China. This means Canada, with a population of just 40 million people, is severely outgunned diplomatically. India is important in Western calculations for balancing China, and Canada is not, said Stephanie Carvin, a professor of international relations at Ottawa's Carleton University.